Alright, today we're going to learn about the law of cosines, but before we do that, we're going to start out in the learning log. Everybody should have their learning log out, and this is what we're going to put in there. When do I know what to use? We've already made kind of a triangle trig toolkit that just applied to this law of sine, or the sine, cosine, and tangent ratios and Pythagorean theorem. But today we're going to do a little more and add a little more to that. So for the Pythagorean theorem, you know to use that when all you need to know about is side lengths. You do not need to use Pythagorean theorem when angle measures are involved. Remember, the Pythagorean theorem says let me get this. It says a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And remember, this only applies to right triangles. And C, A, and B are legs. C is the hypotenuse. Okay, the trig ratios, that would be sine, cosine, and tangent. Remember, these only apply to right triangles. Use when you know or need to know about two sides of the triangle and one angle measure. So that's the difference. Pythagorean theorem, you don't know anything about angle measure. Trig ratios, you have to know something. You have to either know the angle measure or you have to know both sides and be trying to find the angle measure. But trig ratios always involve angle measure. Alright, just for a refresher. Sine of, I don't know if we have theta over here or not. Let's see. Yep, there it is. Sine theta equals opposite over hypotenuse. Cosine theta equals adjacent over hypotenuse. And tangent theta equals opposite over adjacent. So these are the sides that you would be using with the angle measures. And today, we're going to learn about the law of sines. This you will use for non-right triangles. That means it does not work for a right triangle. And you need information on two side lengths and the angle measures opposite of those side lengths. One of those is going to be your variable. One of those is going to be what you're looking for. So you will know 3 values and have one missing value to find. Alright, now let's look at the law of sines. I'm not sure if I left this sheet for y'all, so if I didn't, then you just need to write it down in your learning log. The law of sines, again, applies to, I don't have this. Okay, now we're ready. Applies to non-right triangles. I want you to notice the way the triangles are labeled. The vertices are labeled with capital letters, A, B, and C. The side lengths are labeled with lowercase letters. And this is so very important for the formula. If you don't know this, you're going to get things mixed up in the formula. Side A is opposite of angle A. So little a is opposite of angle A. Side C is opposite of angle C. Side B is opposite of angle B. And that is important for the formula. Now I'm going to give you the formula and talk to you about it, and then you're going to do the work in the book I have with already knowing about the formula. So the formula says the sine of A, oh Lord, A is better, over A is equal to the sine of B over B. And it's also equal to the sine of C over C. And what that means is that any two of these are equal to each other. So you could be using sine A and sine C, or you can be using sine B and C, or sine A and B. But you have to know about two of the angle measures and the sides opposite. So if I were to, okay, I'm going to say that this is, I don't know, 35 degrees. And I'm going to say that C is 51 degrees. Well, if A is 13, just making this up, then I need to know, the only thing I can find out here, well, not the only thing, but what I can find out here right now is side C. So that's my variable. I can go back over here and I have sine A. So I can plug that in. Sine A. A is 35 over 13 equals sine 51 over C is what's missing. Alright, and then this is a proportion, so I can cross multiply where I have C times sine 35 equals 13 sine 51. And again, I'm trying to solve for C, so I've got to divide both sides by sine 35. That gets rid of that. Alright, so divide this side by sine 35. And since this canceled out, this is what you're putting in the calculator. 13 sine 51 divided by sine 35. This is all on top, this is on bottom. Make sure you put it in the calculator right. And what you should get is 17.61. And I'm coming back with more on the next video.